Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Kamry 60 watt from CigaBuy. CigaBuy sent me this mod for review. If you are interested in this after the video, you can click on the link provided below. Right now it is running $63.55. So what is the Kamry 60 watt? It is a basic variable wattage box, or box mod, or APV, which is Advanced Personal Vaporizer, with a very cool looking display with a tachometer. So when you run up and down your wattage settings there, it not only indicates it right there, but it also has a cool tachometer. Or some people say it kind of looks like a cell phone, but it's a really good, solid feeling mod. So let's go ahead and take a close look. For your $63.55, you get your box mod. You get a very nice case. Check this out. Even has a little Kamry logo right there. It really is probably one of the best cases I've ever gotten with a mod. And you also get your USB on one side, micro USB on the other, charging cable, and a very well written manual in color, everything. Pretty nice. So let's take a look at the mod itself. Now this mod has all your normal power protections that you would find in any modern day box mod. On the top you have a 510 connection. There is a flat head type adjustable 510 screw right down there. You can see there's some air channels right here if you have a device that mounts flush and has to suck air in from the bottom, so you're covered. You have a very large 1.77 inch display. It's rather impressive. I'll tell you what, let's run down this display just a bit. By the way, see how that cuts off there? You can adjust, and I'll go into that on how long that display stays up. You have your battery indicator, how many ohms your atomizer is. You have your puff counter. You also have, wake up there, you have your battery voltage on this side. You have the voltage of how much is being provided based on what wattage you select. You have your wattage indicator as well as the tachometer here, and a lot of other information, date, time. Really cool display. This little weird green thing right here is how long you took a puff. Now if you notice, it says no atomizer. I'm going to see if I can bring that up just a little bit. This mod, unlike many other mods, clearly indicates what the issue is in red right there. So in this case, no atomizer. Other indications that you'll find on there is if it's too hot or a low power, things like that. They're just clearly displayed there. You have Kamry 6.0 or 60. I'm sorry, this is a 60 watt. Past inspection right there. On the bottom you have some battery vent holes, and there's your micro USB port for charging. On this side you have your fire button, and you have your buttons to go up and down on your wattage, and also to sort of cycle through your menu settings, and which we'll get to. To access your battery, has a magnetic rear cover. Really nice, easy to pop it out, pop it in, and you just sort of pop your battery in. Positive up here, negative down here. So you could turn this mod on and off just by clicking the fire button 5 times, and it'll wake up. And if you want to put it back to sleep, hit it 5 times, and it says bye bye. It turns off. So we'll go ahead and turn it back on. Now if you want to access the menu, you just click this 3 times fast, and you can run up and down all the different menu settings right there. Oops, there we go. You can see how you can run down. So the settings that you can change here is your power. You could basically turn your power off right there. You have your smoke mode where it's manual, or you could have it where it just automatically cuts off in 3 seconds or whatever amount of seconds. You could run down and change that. Most people don't use that at all. Let me wake that up again. You also have date time set. Let me go ahead and get into that menu. You could set your date and time in there. You have your puff counter reset. You have your standby time. So you can see how this is this turns off and automatically at 10 seconds. It was turning off a lot quicker out of the box, so I had to adjust that. And you also have your puffs set. So you have a lot of different menu settings you could go ahead and change in there. This can be adjusted. You can see here I have it at 25.8 watts. It can go from 7 watts to 60 watts, and you can adjust that in a tenth of a watt increments, as you can see there. You could also press and hold it, and it will start going a lot faster. I'm going to go ahead and bring that back down. Let's put it right at 30 watts. Right there. Now you could use an atomizer from 0.3 ohms to 9 ohms, but you're only going to achieve that 60 watts between 0.3 and 1 ohm. So I really think I covered all the specifications. Again, if I didn't mention it, this has all the normal multiple power protections, and again your battery vent right there. So it's safe, it's informative, it's very cool looking. I really love this display right there. So the big question is, how good does it vape? By the way, that battery was an 18650 and it is not included. So I just want to show you what I have here. I have 30 watts. It's indicating a 0.5 ohm coil right there. I also want to show you the wattage. Like right now it says 0.38. Now I have 30 watts. You want to see how much voltage is being applied based on Ohm's law there. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button there, and then you can see how it puts up there, right there. See how it did it? It went up to 4.2, and then it goes back. So that is kind of, I wish it would show it continuously. Oops. Actually it is. That's weird. Okay, well it applied 4.2 volts to balance everything out. So there you go. K-Fun right on there. I'm not sure what version at this point. The juice that I am vaping is Cordoba by Halo, because I know a lot of people want to know that, so I'll let you know. So here's the other thing. I like to let people hear what it sounds like. There you go. Oh my God, it doesn't work. Very good vape. Very good combination, by the way. Now, if you notice it didn't work that first time, the button. Here's one of the cons. Because lots of pros. I really love how this works. It's a very simple mod to use, but a very flashy display. Very solid. The con that I have, and this applies to many other mods also, you have a click, but just because it clicked doesn't mean it's firing. You gotta like press that button. You gotta make sure it's bottomed out on the pot or whatever. It has to bottom out on the contact there. Oh, actually I just put it to sleep. Okay, there we go. Now, because I go through and always using different mods, the buttons are different. So this one, you want to make sure that you press that button down solid. This Cordoba is pretty good. It's a tobacco flavor, and it's really good, and this really does it justice. Yummy. I really love this mod. It just looks so cool, and some people say it looks like a cell phone because of that display. It really is an enormous display, probably the biggest one I've ever seen on a box mod. By the way, the case on this is all aluminum. It sort of looks like a bead blasted finish. It's a gorgeous mod. Now it is a little heavy, you know, for most Kamrys, they are kind of heavy. I'm not talking about the car. I'm talking about this box mod. It has a little bit of weight to it, so for some folks this might be too heavy to carry around as your everyday vape. I've been keeping it here on my desk as my vape when I'm sitting here working on videos, when I'm working on the computer up here. Vape's very good. I highly recommend this. It's just too cool for school. Focus. Okay, so if you're interested, go ahead and click the link below. It'll take you to CigaBuy, and right now it's going for $63.55. I feel it's a very good deal. Really nice case, USB cable, well-written manual, which it's nice to see because you don't get very you just don't see too many good manuals these days with a lot of these mods that are coming from China because of translation issues. But this one is actually pretty good, and it has all those color pictures for those of you that are like me and don't like to read manuals anyway. We just like to look at pictures. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.